Hey, aloha and welcome to Beach Walks with Rocks. Today is show number 571 and you can find us at beachwalks.tv. Hey everybody, so I want to introduce you to a very, very old and dear friend of mine. This is Orsi, and I think you're Stockton?
Yes.
Born and raised and now living his dreams in Italy and taking his vacation here in Hawaii. And so you've got really a great story about how you've made this happen in your life in terms of how you put your priorities straight. Why don't you tell us what you and Krissy, your wife, did?
Well, we decided to retire earlier than we probably should have financially. Mm-hmm. But we figured if we kept going, even though we might end up with more money, we wouldn't have the opportunity to see our grandkids grow up. Mm-hmm. So our grandkids are now going into high school in the next 4 years, 5 years actually, they'll all be out. So we figured the best time of our life would be spending time with them. So we retired and moved to Italy.
Because that's where your daughter
That's where my daughters lived for
married.
17 years.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And so it's not really a hard stretch for you because you love the water and you've recently bought a sailboat.
Yes.
Yeah, so living in a little town on the shore in Italy, that sounds fantastic.
Yes, we live in Santa Margherita, Italy, which is just south of Genoa, Italy. And we bought a dolphin catamaran built in Brazil this past summer. And I sailed it from Brazil to the Azores, to Valencia, Spain, watched some America's Cup racing, and then on to Santa Margherita. And then we spent most of the summer on the Italian coast in Corsica with the kids.
With the kids.
Yep.
That's wonderful. I think that's wonderful. So, we always like to share information for the audience. So what would you say to people that are either on the fence or think they have to be more responsible rather than more happy or whatever? Are there any sort of ideas or insights that you would offer up?
I'd just look around at your friends that are no longer here. So many people are dying a lot younger than was when I grew up. And I just think if you wait too long, you may be one of those people that aren't here anymore. So before it's too late, go do what you want to do.
Go for the gold, might I suggest.
Go. Yeah, because otherwise you may end up, sitting back in a wheelchair somewhere where you can't move and wishing you would have done it. Well, it's too late once you start wishing.
So throughout all of these economic fluctuations, this, that, and the other, you always manage to make it happen.
Yep.
And so, I don't know, that's really helpful for me because I tend to be really conservative that way. And I think I have to know 5 steps ahead exactly what's going to happen and how I'm going to do it. And you're really a great role model for me because you're just doing it and letting it figure itself out along the way.
It will.
Yeah. All right.
It
Promise?
just seems to work. Yeah, it just seems to work out if you let it work out.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I'm just so delighted. We hadn't seen each other for what, 25 or 30 years until last winter when you got in touch with me.
Yep.
So it's the internet, it resurrects these old friendships out of seemingly nowhere. So that's really cool. It's really cool. So we'll see all of you on the reef and we can talk more about how to retire early and happily and carry on our conversation. So thanks for joining us on Beach Walks and Ahui ho, everybody. You've learned your shaka, right? There you go.